Hi, welcome to the 2023 BC High School Rugby Championships. Just going to go over a few little quick details with you about the stadium and the layout and different procedures. Real quickly, here we have the stadium field. On the other side of the change rooms, we have field 1, field 2, field 3, field 4. We have entranceways here along the fence, and we should be posting a map for you there as well, so you can easily find which field you should be on for your games. Going over, looking at a different view, we have the stadium and then we have the change rooms. So here we have the change rooms right here, and we have the Legacy Center right there. The Legacy Center is where you're going to find the tournament headquarters, which will be inside this door. Please only come inside there if you have an issue that needs to be dealt with by the tournament organizing committee. Please find someone in charge and let them know your concerns. The coaches' dinner is going to be upstairs right here. So there's an entranceway to the upstairs of the Legacy Center right there. As soon as you go in, you'll climb some stairs. If you don't go in the correct door, you might be in the Abbotsford Hall of Fame. You'll know quite quickly. The change rooms, going over the change rooms, we have, I believe it is 6 change rooms, and they'll be split evenly, boys and girls. They are communal, so we will not be locking them. Any team can go in and use them. Please do not leave anything in there, as they're not going to be locked up. There's going to be 3 boys change rooms and 3 girls change rooms. However, we will be using some during the Bears games, and we'll have signage up because to block those off for the Bears to use on Friday only in the afternoon. As well, we have public washrooms right here that can be accessed through either side. So there's a girls' washroom and a boys' washroom. There's access to water in there as well if you need to fill up water bottles. Also here on the picnic shelter in this corner, there's water as well that's really easy to access for filling up water bottles. That concludes our change rooms. First aid location. First aid is going to be located right here under a tent, so they can monitor all 4 fields as well as inside the stadium right there. If you have any taping needs or injuries that need to be dealt with, please see a trainer. If you have your own tape, please bring your own tape, as this cuts our costs down. Bus parking. Bus parking. There is, I believe, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 buses. Sorry, 6 locations for buses right here. That's what the city tells me. I only see 3, but they always tell me 6. So for bus parking, that will be the very first spot. I believe the city wants the bus to drive through and then back in. So driving through here and then backing in for easy departure. Other than please do not block the parking spaces here. We need to keep those open. Rather, after drop off, then the bus drivers can go out back the way they came. Here, there's going to be an open gate where the buses can park. Probably easiest to park this direction on the gravel lot. Once they're parked, they can then go and meet up with the team through the Twisters gym and the cadet hall. Just between those 2 buildings, there's a pathway. So first location is going to be down here. Second location will be here. This sometimes gets full with softball players playing on the weekend or the evenings. If it is full, they can just go back out onto Thuy, go all the way around, and right here, take the first entrance. There's a huge gravel lot here underneath the power lines. For this lot, they're probably going to be parking their bus, blocking parking spaces, but it is a ginormous lot. There should be no issues whatsoever. Once they get out, once they're parked, they can then walk all the way down back to the park. Okay, there's a little road right here that they can take and join up with the team. Accreditation and pictures. So when you first arrive, buses will pull in. There's a little island right here in the middle. That's going to be the main entrance. There's most likely going to be a tent sent up when everyone arrives. So go to the main entrance. Accreditation is going to happen right here. Go inside the park. Pictures are going to happen in this area. You'll see Rick set up. There we have the change rooms as well as the fence, and they'll be located there. Once you have accreditation done, yes, there's a side gate where teams can go in and out, and that'll be easier access to the 4 fields on the other side of the change rooms. In order to get that access, you'll need to have the buses pull across from the main entrance or past the main entrance so that they can go down, let you out, and then depart or park as needed. And lastly, we have the opening ceremonies. For the opening ceremonies, we're going to have teams line up here, walk across, and fill the stands. To make that happen efficiently for our 2 p.m. kickoff, if teams have a 2 p.m. kickoff, you're lining up on the track. If your team does not have a 2 p.m. kickoff, then you're lining up here, or sorry, not lining up, but mustering with your team right over there on the grass. I found even last year some teams need to go over there onto the high jump area as well. Some teams are even waiting over here in the long jump area, which is fine. Please let the 2 o'clock teams go first. So when you hear the piper piping, teams will march across. There's going to be a little fence that's opened. Everyone's going to head for that fence, and you'll split into 2 groups, one going to the right, I believe one going straight ahead. The last teams at the back, you're going to then split off and go around the fence. And you will have to split into 2 as well so we can fill the stands in a timely manner, starting at the bottom and then working our way up. Please follow directions. There should be people in the stands helping direct teams where to sit. This fence should be open after the very last games prior to the opening ceremonies. So teams on the 4 fields, you can go and access that fence, that gate. It'll be open, leading right to the mustering area. After the game, that fence will then be opened again. So we'll open and close it just to keep people's belongings safe. I encourage you to pile up all your belongings, all your stuff into groups and leave it there for after the ceremonies so that we don't have a whole bunch of bags to trip on inside the stands. It will be locked up, and we will have people monitoring that during the opening ceremonies.